think, huh? Well, I was weird. Let's pick a different sound. You want a different sound? What do we get? Three. Well, it's got strings. I don't know what's on here, really. Well, we gotta close it.
She liked that.
That sounds. Trombones.
Did you see some bees?
Your chopsticks.
All the. I don't remember.
Okay. All right. Good job. You ready? Go in the house?
Okay. All right, guys. Today is Saturday, January the 18th. We're in Keystone, McDowell County, West Virginia. I'm out here in the bee yard, and we're going to put some sugar on the bees today, see which ones need sugar. It's been a little bit cold, and they've been stuck inside, so we're going to take a couple videos and do a little bit of quick education. All right, so this is a nuke that I'm trying to take through the winter, and you can see there's dead bees out here. And you often wonder, if you're seeing dead bees outside, are my bees alive? Well, dead bees didn't carry themselves out. So these bees get carried out by undertaker bees. And we'll peek inside here and I'll show you guys. All right, you see that cluster there? They're up into this sugar. I'm going to put them some more sugar in here because this is a really small amount of bees. I wanted to see if I could get it through the winter in the nucleus state. They appear to be alive and doing well. We're going to put a little bit of sugar in there. All right, so let's look at these sugar bricks. I made these. I just mixed sugar and water up. These have been setting, and we're going to take out a couple of these little bricks. Just lay them down in there. I'm going to lay this in here. Alright guys, so we got some more bug-shaped sugar bricks. Got some ladybugs and bees and butterflies there on this other hive. We're going to run through the rest of these bees today in this yard and see which ones need sugar and which ones don't. They still have honey, but they've come up past the honey. You can see honey on some of these frames. They're not going to go out laterally to get that honey. Bees like to chimney up, so they're going to come up into the sugar. And I'm in each of these hives an average of 20 or 30 seconds putting sugar in like this. I'm not in there very long. It's not going to hurt the bees. I'm just taking more time to do a couple of these educational videos, but we're going to run through and see how many need sugar. All right guys, so I want to show you this real quick. When I was in here last time, I put sugar in this one, and they're just now getting up there into it. Some of the populations are a little bit larger than other ones, and that's going to be something that you're going to see in your beehives, depending on if you combine them or you didn't combine them. Just a number of different things, so that's something to be aware of. That doesn't mean anything in particular, just some of them are stronger. Like I showed you the ones in this nucleus colony, and it was very little number of bees. I typically would have combined them with another hive, but I like to push the boundaries to see what I can and can't do within the beekeeping aspect, because you'll read a lot of books, and a lot of books will say one thing. Most books are written by one person, so that's one perspective. There's more than one way to do it. So I'm just showing you guys what has served me well and led me to have success the past 5 years in doing so, and let me grow from one apiary of 8 colonies to 3 apiaries of over 65. That number fluctuates just like anything else in beekeeping, but we're going to jump through a few more and I'm going to see if I can find something else I can show y'all. All right, guys, so I've been through the entire yard, and it seems like I've lost 2 colonies out of the yard, out of this cold spell, and one of them was a rather large colony. It's this one here. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that one. I'll have to investigate further, but the second one was this smaller colony, and I probably should have combined it. I could have fixed that on my part. I wanted to see if I could get it through winter. They didn't starve. They still had plenty of honey stores. There's some on the outer edges of these frames, but if it was really cold, they might not have had any honey directly in their cluster. You can see they tried to go inside of there. That tells me that they froze to death. There's honey on that side, but there was only bees on the inside of 2 or 3 of these frames. It appears that they were trying to raise a little bit of brood. You can see down in there some of that cat brood there, and I don't think it's from last year. It's still white, so that's telling me that it was fairly new. Smaller cluster. Sometimes that happens when you try to take smaller ones through. I probably should have combined this one. I didn't. I wanted to see, but that's how you learn. You have to learn to test your boundaries. If I would have put these bees into a nucleus, maybe a 5 frame with these resources, they probably would have survived. It was hard for them to try to heat this entire structure. So I'll have to investigate this larger colony a little bit further to see exactly why it is that they died. It's probably something on my part. I don't know what it is yet, but I will figure that out. So I've got bees in this one. This is the same size as this one. They just had a larger cluster. So it's a learning process for sure to get through it. But that's it for today. I ain't not going to do any more videos in this video. I think it's long enough. If you can, get out there and get some sugar on your bees, solidified sugar, because if you put just granulated sugar, they will chew through the newspaper and they will drop it through the bottom of the hive, and it won't be any good. I will put a recipe link. I think I did 7 to 1. I think if I mix again, I'm going to go 9 to 1 on sugar to water. That way it sets up faster. Some of it had a little bit trouble setting up, so if you want to make a good sugar recipe, do 9 to 1. It's okay if it's a little bit wet, it will solidify. And you can mix it up and put them into soap molds or baking molds, any kind of molds. I even put some into old tomato containers. I did another video on feeding bees in the winter. I did some in molds like this. I did some in tomato containers like this. I just lined them with newspaper, and we just went through and put them on the bees. If you're not in there for long, you can get in there and put sugar on your bees. Don't be trying to look at brood this time of year, because you will cause chilled brood or some other nasty stuff that you don't want to deal with. But that's it. You're not going to get it sitting on the couch. So get out there and take care of your bees. All right then.